Welcome to the Miami Heat Zone podcast, guys. We're almost at 6K. Hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all the support. So Nick Wright said, I don't understand why Kevin Durant would have interest in Miami. Even if they kept Hero and Bam, that team is not winning 4 rounds. So remember, just the other day, Shams did say Kevin Durant could definitely be traded this offseason. It just hasn't worked out for the Suns team. There was mutual interest at the trade deadline with the Golden State Warriors, the Minnesota Timberwolves, the New York Knicks, the Houston Rockets, the Miami Heat, and the San Antonio Spurs. Let's listen to what Nick Wright had to say.
I don't understand why Kevin Durant would have interest in Miami. I understand it's Miami and they have a history and there's the tax and the weather's great. And all. What Durant is, even by NBA player standards, super rich. He can go wherever he wants, whenever he wants. He has own your own plane money. He doesn't need to live in Miami for 5 months of the year to be there a bunch. This team would be drawing dead. Even if they kept Hero and Bam, that team is not winning 4 rounds. I'm sorry.
Probably not. But they could convince themselves.
I understand they could convince themselves. This is what I'm saying. I don't know why Kevin Durant would be interested in convincing Kevin Durant of this. This is of this entire list. This to me, and Miami fans, you guys know I'm rooting for you guys to get the number 1 pick, Cooper Flagg, because I think Jimmy did you wrong. I'm not trying to take a rain on your parade here. But as a basketball fan, this would be the biggest bummer of the 5.
So before we even get into Kevin Durant, I'm going to ask you guys, what are the Miami Heat missing? I honestly think it's going to be a playmaking point guard. You have to have a guy that can definitely get Bam, Tyler, Khalil Ware into their spots. Make the offense easier for them. That's one of the things that we've been struggling with even when we had Jimmy Butler. Our offense would be stagnant, stale. We can barely crack 90 points. And especially where we're in 2025, there is no excuse why the Miami Heat have 85 points in the fourth quarter. I think that's ridiculous. And then also, too, I think we need a rotational big man. I like Khalil Ware. Bam Adebayo is great. Kevin Love is great. But we all know Kevin Love is not going to be playing 82 games. We need another guy to really help out Khalil Ware and Bam Adebayo. He doesn't have to be a 7-footer, but a switchable, movable big man or a 4-man that can definitely help, especially with floor spacing and stuff like that. But, of course, we need that quote-unquote number 1 option. Some people think we do. Some people think we don't. I mean, what are the Miami Heat going to do with Wiggins? I know a lot of people, they're kind of disappointed in Wiggins right now, only because he plays 1 game and then he misses 5. He plays 2 games and then he misses 10. So he's in and out of the lineup. So what are they going to do with him? Do the Miami Heat think Wiggins is a future piece? I think that he's a great all-around high-level role player. At times, he can raise your ceiling, but I don't think you can maybe count on him night in and night out to give you 25 points per game. But then at the same time, when you're with the Miami Heat, I wouldn't be shocked if he could. Also, too, are they going to give Tyler Hero that extension? He is playing out of his mind right now. I don't know if they're willing to give him $50 million per, but we'll see. Same thing when it comes to Duncan Robinson next season. He has half of his contract is non-guaranteed. Are they going to pay him, keep him, trade him? There's a lot of different questions around this Miami Heat team. Also, too, we have to really look at the landscape of the NBA and see who's going to ask out. All across the NBA, I'm sure 1 or 2 players will ask out. If they don't go all in for KD, which I don't think they'll be able to do, only because all these other teams listed, all they have to do is throw in 1 more extra first-round pick that they have in the treasure chest, and they're going to beat out any deal that the Miami Heat throws their way, unless Kevin Durant is solely forcing his way to the Miami Heat. But once again, we've never been able to get these stars. Why would they all of a sudden now choose the Miami Heat out of all this list? Who knows? But let me know what you guys think. Should we trade for Kevin Durant? Should we wait for somebody else? Or should we just go out and get as many high-level role players around Wiggins, Tyler, and Bam? And let's see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all the support.